I switched to the Voron and we're out of here. But the dick that made this mod did not give you any way to haul the materials other than a 2-spot sideboard dolly that's way up north. You know, he put a loading crane on this thing. Why couldn't he have stuck a 2-spot flatbed or sideboard on it too? What would have been wrong with that? Yeah, if I go up that curvy road, I can go across that bridge that we fixed. And then just and go off this way and get the trailer. And I can put 2 spots on the small trailer as well. As I get the Tuz pretty much running a straight line, and now this thing's all over the road. Suppose he's got completely different steering settings on this truck than the Tuz. The first time I did this map, when everything was in Russian, it looked like he had modded vehicles on it. Now it looks like he's got vanilla vehicles on it. Like he was thinking, fuck those Americans, I'm gonna make everything more difficult for them. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking this big mud hole was where I changed directions. I don't have the right job. Yeah, I do have the right job up, I just don't have the tracking on. That's why it's not showing me where to find. Well, there'd be no reason for it to show me where to find the sideboard trailer. Oh, how I wish it was a 4-axle flatbed. I'm gonna drag it up to me instead of keep backing up 100 times. Now if I back up a little bit, I should be able to hook right up. And these things tip over so easy. These 2 axles. Alright, let's go get some lumber in it and then tip it over. I bet we don't get out of the lumber mill over that long ramp without tipping over the trailer. The 4 axles are set lower to the ground, and they have twice as many axles for stability, and they have tall stakes to keep the shit on the trailer. Capable truck at least. Just wish it had its own sideboard bed. Not enough turning radius to miss that. Looks like you don't fall through the middle anymore. I'm going to turn around. So once I'm loaded, I don't have to try and turn around this frickin' dolly after. Because it does that. Love the old 7-point turnaround. 1, 2 instead of 4. Well, looks like it can still fall down in the middle. Wow. Got off the ramp without tipping the trailer over. I think I'll stop down there by where the yar is and then bring the yar up here and get 2 more. I'll still be missing 1 brick, but at least I'll have all 4 lumber down there. For that job. And I gotta come back to get more lumber for the other job. Okay. Stop engine before I run out of gas. Change truck to the yard, which I already dropped the trailer on. That works pretty good. I'll have to use that more often to hook up to these dolly trailers, or these small trailers. Where's my Gatorade? Well, actually it's tea. Just in a Gatorade bottle. I buy the tea in a gallon jug. Gatorade bottle for 36 ounces. So it's easier to get a 36-ounce bottle in the refrigerator. Whoa. Like I say, had to get it set for the Tuz, and then it doesn't work for anything else. Oh, God, that makes me mad. The vehicles that I use the most, I set them all up the same. Let's try that just to do something a little more radical. Which might actually end up helping in the end. One, two. Look at my shoe. Yeah. I'm putting low range over this so I can maintain more of a steady speed instead of being on and off the gas. Of course, I'm down in the middle already. Doesn't have as wide a wheelbase as the Voron. See, I put it way up there over 500. And I can hold it straight or make a small turn or make a big turn. Instead of just reacting to what the truck is doing, the way the truck's wandering from one side of the road to the other. Only now I can't move the camera slow enough to do anything with it. There. Set it with the mouse. Making one stick more sensitive makes both of them more sensitive. Oh, you see that trailer go up on the side? I guess ideally, I would hook up the yar on a tow line to the back of that 2-spot sideboard and get at least the 4 lumber down to the bridge in one shot, and then have to only come back for the brick. But I think the other job needs brick and the other job needs lumber, if I remember right. The other job was construction of a bathhouse. Yes, 2 brick, 2 lumber. So I can send the 2 vehicles with trailers 2 different directions. But now this one, I don't have a third of anything. That's loaded already. Yeah, don't have a third trailer to go get the brick. And it's right there. I know what I could do. I could pick it up with the loading crane and just carry it on the frame rails without it packed. And after this trailer's empty, then pack it. Nah. It'd be too hard to get over there from here. Pulling the yar behind me. When I can just run from here past that obstruction right up to here, and I'm at the brick factory. I could grab the water hammer job while I'm driving by. I don't think I ever grabbed the... Oh, I did grab the raw cement job. Well, since I'm not going over there, Gotta go straight across the bridge. Not gonna try that hillside with a loaded trailer. I don't really need the markers, I guess, but I want to make sure that if I have a turn to make, that I make it at the right spot and I go the right direction. Did he really give us no ability to hook up to the back of the trailer? Or is it just my thing fucking up again? My mouse. I can't hook up to the back of the trailer? Oh. The engine was not running. The engine shut itself off. Now my pointer's not working. There we go. Alright. Try and turn this around. And get on the way. That bridge I just went under was always a little on the rickety side, but not that bad. It was in better shape than that. Wow, I can see. Just impossible for it to come out of that turn quick enough to miss the pole. I remember running through here with the crabs at like 40 mile an hour in a straight line. No difficulty steering. No slowing for the mud holes. Just a splash through it. Oh, come on, you. Frickin' ornery piece of shit. I mean, I've only been trying to pull up out of that ditch for the last 60 feet, and it just keeps going back in. Ah. Why is it in the ditch in the first place? I certainly didn't turn left, thinking, boy, I sure would love to put it in that deep ditch. Now it's trying to put itself in the lake, and it just might eventually do it. Well, see, I was almost to the job, so it had to try and fuck something up before I got there. One, two. No. Release the winch and drive the other thing up here. Switch to the yard. Look at the ass end of the trailer on the yard. It is in the lake. Or would be, but for the tree. Cargo management. 3, 4. Stage completed. Straight up that road is where you get the brick. I think I'll run up there with the other truck. It's more capable of carrying the weight. Plus, I gotta go through the forest and bash down some trees. I might have to strip all the fuel out of the yard and make it. I'm too far away. No, it'll be okay. It doesn't even matter if you try to steer the tongue in the right direction. Far across would it be to go? That's a long ways just to go get some fuel. It's almost as far as going up there to the brick and back. And there's a large obstruction right here. Besides the branches, the trees laying across there, you can see. If you drop down into that water there, there's shit in the water that stops you. I doubt that he's made it any more passable, given that he's made everything else more difficult. Hate to even drive in there with this trailer. I'm not gonna drive in there with this trailer. Yesterday I went to the forest for mushrooms, ran into a huge puddle, and the engine knocked. Apparently there was a water hammer. What a weekend. I'll have to lie under the car. Could you bring the spare parts? 2 vehicle spare parts delivered to the house on the riverbank. So they deliver here. But I don't think we know where to get spare parts from yet. No. So I'll go back to this one. Let's see. The bridge needs 1. The bathhouse needs 2. I can't load 3 unless I just let one ride on the frame rails like I was saying before. So just go get 3 brick. I remember the first time I did this map, that trailer over there was loaded incorrectly. And it looks like it still is, because you're supposed to have a metal beam, not a concrete slab. No, you need the slab, you need the wood, you don't need the barrels. It's supposed to be a slab, a metal beam, and wood. But of course that wouldn't fit on the trailer. So you get all the way up to where it delivers, and only then you discover that you don't have the metal beams. It doesn't tell you ahead of time what the job needs. Just pick up this trailer and take it there. But then there's a different trailer just like that, a different 4-spot just like that, down kind of south central, that has 3 separate items on it. And that trailer doesn't need the metal beams. In fact, there's no job for that trailer. I couldn't find a job to take that trailer to. Trouble between one teenager borrowed dad's car and drowned it in a swamp. Fool's father's. Yeah, I'll worry about pulling cars out of the swamp some other time. There's another bridge that we have to rebuild. but it won't tell us how yet. I had to play many hours before it would tell me how to fix that bridge. I could go back and reference the video and find out what I needed for it. Given I can't remember. I'll pull in close to the loading ramp here. I'll have to do 2 straight up. Let's see. It is brick, right? And then I'll have to do another one on the loading platform. And get out the crane. Get out some frickin' daylight. V, C, hide. I love the view of the roof. I'm not using the anchors. I forgot the anchors. Oh well. Bring it in. Bring it on in. And figure out a direction here. One way or the other. Bring it in as much as I can. And lower it down. Watch it hit the wheels. Put the boom right down against it. And then escape. And escape. And see if I can roll with that on the truck. Doesn't appear to be hitting the tires. Come on. Turn. Funny how it started out right behind the cab and now it's clear back to the bumper, but yeah, I'm just gonna give up trying to move the camera with the controller. First time I played through this, I had already delivered that trailer there. That service trailer. The cable shouldn't allow it. To move around, and the boom is tight down against it. Am I even going the right way? Fuck no. Why would I be going the right way? I saw another path. Going off to the right, but I thought it was just the piece that went to the bridge, which is out. I just shouldn't do this at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I ended up here. I didn't want to end up here, because that happens. Well, 3:45 in the morning and 54 minutes into this episode. Thanks for watching. I'll pick this bullshit up on my own time, and I'll come back when I'm ready to roll.